Hey, what's up, guys? It's Luke, and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. And today was a lot of fun. It wasn't Friday Night Magic. In fact, I missed Friday Night Magic this week. I had a night job, and Friday Night Magic night on Friday wasn't there, unfortunately. So I missed that. But today they had a fun Dominaria Remastered draft night, sort of to celebrate the release of Dominaria Remastered. So I went to that. A little bit more expensive for the entry fee, but it's because it's a master set. A lot of phenomenal and really cool cards in the set, and I had a lot of fun. I actually went and ended up going 1, 1, and 1. So really interesting. Our final game that I played, my opponent won the first one, and then our second game just dragged, and I won it, but we went to time, and so it was a tie. But to sort of like in a tie, especially at sort of one of the tournaments at our local store, if there's a true tie, nobody wins. So there was actually an extra pack up for grabs. And I just said, hey, you know what? You take the extra pack. So I sort of took that. But I'm going to count it as 1, 1, and 1. And so at the end, I ended up with 2 packs, which we'll open at the end to see what prizes we get out of these. These are considered your prizes. Also, we got this really cool promo counterspell. Let me see if I can focus just on the counterspell. Really cool looking card. Yeah, cool. Counterspell, always a great card. Love the promo and love the original version of it as well. We're going to talk a little bit about the deck I drafted. It was a really kind of a nutty deck, I would say. So, yeah, let's just talk about it. Let's flip the camera around and check it out. All right, well, here's the deck. And the first thing I want to say is, actually, this is not the deck, but I do want to say that I love the old land sort of look, the old borders on the land. It's gorgeous. These have sort of a darker look than usual, even the originals. I feel like these have like a stronger contrast to them. Really great looking, except it doesn't say like tap to add 1 mana of whatever, but I love these. So what ended up happening is I knew I was going to be in Simic blue and green, and so I ended up, when it was the end, nobody was taking lands, I just took the lands from the pack, and so I was happy to do that. I thought that would be fun to do, so I took the lands. Anyways, here's the deck. Simic, so blue and green, and let's talk about it. So Avon Fisher, just a flyer for 3 and a blue. When it dies, you can draw a card. Totally fine. I was going for like a ramp sort of thing. Peregrine Drake, really great. 2/3 flyer, and then when it's ETBs, you can untap the lands that you use to pay for it. Cool. And Mishra's Factory. This actually helped me do a lot of early damage. Only cost 1 to make a 2/2 assembly worker. And I had 2 of these, so I was always getting these like in my opening hand for whatever reason. That was fine. Wild Growth, again, more ramp. The only trouble I had, and it was actually kind of troublesome, was I had the mana almost all the time, but I was lacking any huge finishers. In fact, even the Peregrine Drake that I showed you was one of my beefier creatures, and that's sad. Anyways, Wild Growth. Battlefield Scrounger, another one of the bigger cards I got, but this relies on some graveyard stuff, which happened only a few times. Werebear, this is like a mana dork that kind of gets bigger as you fill your graveyard. Maybe this would have been better in green-black, I guess, but I was looking for the ramp. That's what I was doing. I was like, let's ramp like crazy. Ended up having 2 of those in the deck. Deep Analysis, again, just churning through the deck, drawing cards. Got 2 of those. Sandstorm. Now, this would have been a key in one of the matchups that I lost. I lost against goblins, and this goblin player got their goblins out so fast, but they all had 1 toughness. I never drew this card. I have all these draw spells, And I never drew Sandstorm. This would have turned the tide, and I never drew it. Did have a counterspell. Ovenize. Again, my creatures aren't that great. This, of course, wouldn't work well against goblins. I mean, you could still kill a goblin, but it wouldn't do a whole lot. So I was hoping to face some bigger threats, but I guess maybe there aren't a lot of huge threats in terms of like just big creatures like that. Snap, again, not a bad card. Impulse, a lot of draw stuff. Now here's the card I ended up going with, Hermetic Study. This is an enchant creature aura where when you tap the creature, it deals 1 damage to any target. I had this, and I had 3 horseshoe crabs, so this was like my strategy. I thought it'd be funny because the horseshoe crab says tap to use a blue to untap horseshoe crab. So with all the blue you would have, you could just start pinging stuff till they died, and that's actually how I won the game. That was my win condition. So I was trying to get blockers and then just have this thing do its thing whenever it could, and it worked. Just for a few games, but it worked. It was funny when the horseshoe crab was doing its thing, and I loved it. The Icy Manipulate, this is so good. Tapping down something all the time. So cool. Wall of Junk was also really great. For 2 mana, this kept bouncing back to my hand, but it blocked. It blocked really well, and I always had enough mana. Thran Golem. This was really good when I had it out, because I could enchant it, and it was a 5/5 flying, first strike and trample. Yeah, that's straight up on the game once. Arborea is kind of a weird card. I wanted to try it. It didn't really work because the both of us kept on, like, he kept on throwing my junk wall back into my hand, so then I would have a thing to play, and then he kept on playing a bunch of spells that would reoccur to his hand. I forget what it was, but it was super annoying. And so we both always had spells that were going on. So this didn't really work out. Woo, look at that. Full art. Birds of Paradise. That's a sweet looking card. This wasn't pack one, pick one. And I'm not unhappy to do that. Birds of Paradise full art is pretty sweet looking card. And then check it out. We got a Sylvan Library as well. Now, Sylvan Library, I felt like this is not like a bomb or anything. I feel like this doesn't do as much as you would think it does. Like, I think the first time you use it, it is really great card selection, but after that, you're seeing the same cards over and over again unless you pay the 4 life, and with 20 life, and this is in EDH, you're gonna die pretty soon. So, and then you might even not draw the cards you really want. So, I don't know. I've been disappointed with Sylvan Library in terms of what it does. Not the hugest fan of it, but I mean, people I think like the card, and so I'm not unhappy to have it, at least. And that was the deck. 1, 1, and 1. Let's check out the packs. Draft boosters for prizes. Let's see what we get. I haven't even really properly looked at this set, so a lot of these cards are new or unknown to me. So we got Ridgetop Raptor, Cloud of Fairies, Momentary Blink, Phyrexian Ghoul, Kavu Primarch, Solar Blast, Polluted Mire, and not like I'm going to draft this again, because these Masters sets people tend not to draft very much. Orm's Thunder, Lull, Congregate, Mystic Enforcer, ooh, Protection from Black, interesting. Ooh, another one, Quicksilver Dagger, sweet. Oh, Mystical Tutor. Hey, I'm very happy with this pull. Mystical Tutor, very nice. Fa'adaya Seer, okay, a Bountain and a Construct, carrying like a giant bomb or something. I don't know. All right, that was good. Mystical Tutor. I'm pretty happy with that. Pack number 2. Battlefield Scrounger, Raptor Counterspell, Pacifism, Ghoul, Primarch, Spider, Flock, Lancer, Crop Rotation, Floodgate, Fire and Ice, and we have a Retroframe Sapling Symbiosis. What's this do? You may cast Saproling Symbiosis as though it had Flash if you pay 2 more to cast it. Create a 1/1 green Saproling creature token for each creature you control. Interesting. I have a Chatterfang deck. I wonder if that's going to be good for that. Goblin, Turncoat, and a Plains. Okay, there we go. Not bad, especially the Mystical Tutor. I'm pretty happy with the Mystical Tutor, to be honest. Of all the tutors, like Enlightened Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, Worldly Tutor, Mystical Tutor is the one I have the least of. So I'm very happy to add that to the collection. Tons of fun today. I can't wait to play some more Magic. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.